Hey everyone, my name is Micah. Welcome to my channel. Today I have an empties product video for you, and this is also going to be me kicking off sort of like 2019 and how I'm going to be doing empties from now on. I'm only going to be doing empties from my like skincare, hair care, body care products and not makeup. I'm going to save up all of the makeup bits I use up this year and do like one giant what I used up in 2019 makeup edition towards the end of the year. There is still makeup in this video today because this is all the makeup I used up in 2018. So the second half, the last 4 months of 2018, these things all went. And that goes for everything that's here. I threw in a couple of things that I ran out of just at the tail end of, or like the very, very beginning of 2019. I'm filming this on the 4th, so we've only had a few days in 2019, so I thought I could warrant chucking them into this video. So let's just get started with makeup favorites, because I think that's always everybody's favorite bit. I've used up 2 primers. I used up the Smashbox Primerizer and the Catrice Fresh It Up Hydrating Primer. Really nice primers, both of them. I think this is very much inspired by this one. They're very similar, and I like this one, which retails for less than €5. Much better than this mini, which retails for over 15. I think this was like 16 or 17 euros, and the full size is like 38. So this is a pricey product, and I went through it very, very fast. Whereas this lasted me, I think, up until like the very end of the year. Like one of the last makeup looks I did in 2018, I used this up. So this lasted me a good 3 or 4 months. So that was good. So that's those 2 primers. Always something I'm using up, of course, are mascaras. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mascaras here. The last one that I've used is this one. This is the Max Factor 2000 Calorie Dramatic Volume Mascara. I like this mascara, but it dried up quite quickly. I got this on sale, but it was completely sealed shut when I got it. So maybe it's because of that, but I found that this dried up after like 6, maybe 7 weeks of regular use. So I felt it got too clumpy and I just didn't like it very much anymore. So that's why I am getting rid of that. It's not gone, but oh well. Then there is the Essence Volume Hero Mascara. I like this again when I first tried it, but it got gloopy within 3 weeks, which is an issue I have with a lot of Essence mascaras. So while this is a nice mascara, it doesn't last a very long time. A product that I liked a lot more was this. This is the Catrice Glam Doll Volume Mascara Waterproof. Now I don't like this on its own. I actually like this layered over other more volumizing mascaras. So what I will do is I apply any mascara that I like and I put a coat of this over it and I put this on my lower lashes. I find that the brush of this really nicely separates my lower lashes and it doesn't clump them together, and it brushes through any clumps from the other mascara that I might still have. Plus, since this is waterproof, it makes my mascara look stay on a lot better too. So that's why I really like this and I've repurchased it. The Benefit They're Real, this is a mini. I quite enjoyed it, but it's not my favorite. I won't buy a full size of that. And then I have the False Lash Wings Midnight Blacks by L'Oreal. This is one of my favorite drugstore mascaras. They've sadly discontinued it over here. I still have another backup, so I can't wait to start using that as well. This is a very nice mascara if you like very fluttery lashes. I always have brow products in these videos. I used up the Maybelline Brow Drama, I think this is called. I mainly use the pencil side. This powder side I never use because it's too red, but I quite like the pencil, but it's quite thick, and towards the end it just kind of like broke off and then it was done. So not something I will repurchase, even though that this was my second one, but I quite like it. What I have repurchased already, the Essence Make Me Brow. This is my favorite brow gel. I've now bought the Benefit Gimme Brow to see how they can compare, so I can do a comparison, but this is still my favorite brow gel, so I'm very glad to have it in my life again. I used up 2 setting sprays. I used up one by Essence and one by Catrice. This is the Catrice Prime and Fine Multitalent Fixing Spray, and I like this very, very much. I've already repurchased it. That's how much I like this. This is just a really, really good setting spray, and it's very comparable for me anyways to the Urban Decay one. So that's why I like this. The Instant Matte by Essence I also really liked, but if I had to pick between the two, The Catrice is a little bit better for me than the Essence one. And then the best makeup empty that I could possibly have in this, a foundation, and an expensive one at that. This is the Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua, and I really made a point of trying to use this up after the summer because this was going on its 3rd or 4th year, and I'm pretty sure it says like 12 months somewhere on here. Yes, 12 months. That's how long the manufacturer guarantees the product will be good for, by the way. It's not an expiration date. Makeup doesn't come with an expiration date. Everybody thinks that that little container is an expiration date. It's not. But this I used up, and I was very happy with it. I was very sad to see this go because it is one of my favorite lightweight foundations. But I've since repurchased a Tinted Moisturizer by Chanel that does something very similar. So it's not completely gone out of my life, but this is a good one. Another exciting favorite is a perfume that I've used up. This is Shampoo Gaultier Madame. I already used up 2 perfumes in my previous empties, and now I've used up another one. I'm slowly but surely phasing out scents that I no longer really feel fit me very well. Like when I was in my mid-20s, this worked really well for me, but now that I'm nearing my mid-30s, I just don't really feel that this really goes with my aesthetic anymore. So I have a few of those perfumes, so rather than throwing them away or giving them away, I decided to make a point of using up some of my older perfumes before I buy a new one. So this was the 3rd perfume I used up in 2018. Very happy about that. So I allowed myself to buy a new perfume in 2019. Let's just talk about some standard bits that always pop up in these videos. Deodorant, I always use Dove in the spray and the Nivea in the stick. I kind of alternate between them. I have this in like a gym bag, bike bag, work, like these things float around everywhere and I just go through them one by one. This is my favorite sort of like more like sturdy foundation. This is a Deodorant Mica. So I like this for a little bit more, like I teach, I ride my bike everywhere. Just a spray, it's nice for the scent, but it doesn't really do much in sense of like anti-perspiration. This does, so that's why I go with that. Toothpaste, Sensodyne. That's my toothpaste of choice. If I don't use this, I get really, really bad pain in my gums, so I always use that. And then these things always pop up in my empties too. These are the Kruidvat facial like cleansing cloths. I don't use them to cleanse my face at all, but these are great for removing swatches. Since we're on removers, let's just talk cleansing products. I have used up a Lush Angels on Bare Skin. There wasn't that much in the tub, but they ran out of the smaller tub, so they put everything into bigger tubs, but it usually comes in like half the size of this. Angels on Bare Skin is one of my all-time favorite beauty products. It's one of the very first products I ever reviewed up on my blog. I keep raving about this. I can't live without this cleanser. However, when I had to repurchase it, it was the Christmas season, and for Christmas they do a like more winter skin appropriate one that's a lot richer called Bouche de Noël. So I repurchased that to use throughout the winter, and then come springtime I can repurchase this again. A eye makeup remover that I use up is the Garnier. This is one of my favorites, but I also really like the simple one, which is a little bit cheaper. And I go through these quite quickly, which is why I've actually been using this. This is the Garnier Micellar cleansing water with oil, and I really like this as well to remove lipstick and eye makeup. So this is sort of like a 2-in-1 for me. So I feel that I don't necessarily, if I use this, I don't necessarily also need a separate eye makeup remover. However, they now do these bigger sizes in like an extra gentle formula for eyes and lips, but it comes in a bottle like this. So I definitely want to purchase that when it's on sale sometime, because then I think I can just have it in a bigger bottle, and especially because I go through it so quickly. More micellar water. I tend to use the oil-infused one first and then cleanse my face with this. But this is new. This is the one for dry skin. And the difference with the normal one isn't that big if you don't see them side by side. But this has a darker pink cap, so look out for that if you have dry skin. And I do feel that this is a lot more hydrating than the original formula, so from now on I'm going to be repurchasing this. And then something I'm getting rid of is the Aloe Calming Facial Cleanser. This is like one of those milky cleansers that you need to put on a cotton pad and then rub all over your face. This was my style of cleansing for a long time, and that's why I repurchased it at the time, but I've had this for so long and it's been open, so this has probably expired. And then I used up a bunch of minis that I had just lying about. I love using these in my shower. I used up the Boscia Makeup Breakup Cool Cleansing Oil. And this is actually quite nice. I do feel that in terms of cleansing my skin, it took off my makeup, but it didn't really cleanse it very well. And it was a little bit too harsh for my skin, I think. And that actually also goes for the Clinique Pep Start 2-in-1 exfoliating cleanser. This was nice, but it has little beads in it, and if I use this too often it just breaks up my skin because I have very sensitive skin, so not my favorite. One that I thought I'd liked, because I bought this mini because I tried a couple of the sachets and liked this. This is the Purity Made Simple by Philosophy. It's a nice product, but I found that I will never commit to the bigger bottle because I felt that this just, again, didn't do enough for my skin in the long run. I found that as I was using it more often, that it took off my makeup, but it left my skin feeling quite dry afterwards, so don't like that. We're talking about skin, let's talk skincare. I used up the Body Shop Mint Mattifying Face Mist. I really like the product in here, but I didn't like the spritzer. However, everybody kept telling me that it really depends on the bottle you buy, whether the spritzer is okay or not. I'm now using the Mandarin Energizing Face Mist, and that has a very nice mister on it, so everybody was right. So if I ever repurchase this, because I think I like this face mist a little bit better, then I'm just going to keep my other bottle and use that as a spritzer if I buy one with a faulty spritzer again. More The Body Shop, I've used up the Vitamin E Eye Cream. This was really nice actually. I quite enjoyed it. It is very lightweight though, so for day and night, I think it's a little too little moisture for what I need, but it works really well under makeup in the daytime. So if you're looking for an eye cream that wears well under makeup, I recommend this one. Sticking to The Body Shop, this is the Body Shop Skin Defense Multi-Protection Essence SPF 50. So this is their sunscreen, and I've been really looking for a good facial sunscreen. My problem with a lot of sunscreen is that either it doesn't work under makeup, it slides off my face, it clogs my pores and gives me zits, or it just doesn't do anything for my skin at all. So this is supposed to be a very lightweight product that you can then use other products under or over, and I found that this was much too drying. This has so much alcohol in it, and like the wrong kind. You've got good kinds of alcohol, you've got bad kinds of alcohol. This smells like alcohol when it comes out of the tube. So that like, if you have like an alcohol-based product, like nail polish remover sometimes as well, has that like acetone, like, ooh, that whiff. This has a similar whiff, but then one of alcohol. Like it's almost, and I think that that's why, like, I'm not sure if you can see that, but I have a lot of texture on my cheeks right now. And I think that it started when I was using this product. So I think this was too drying on my skin, didn't do enough, and it actually may have caused a little bit. I did use it up completely because I like the SPF, and I was using this all summer, but I need an SPF that doesn't have any alcohol. Please help me. If you have any recommendations, please let me know. I have a couple of face moisturizers here as well. The Olaz Regenerist 3-Zone Day Cream SPF 30. I like this, but I like my Total Effects one better because it's a little richer than this. I didn't really notice anything of the anti-aging that this line is supposed to have, but it's a good one. It's a nice one. It's okay. I used up the Simple Hydrating Light Moisturizer. I thought I still had tons of this in it, but I think that the plastic bottle of this is just quite heavy. It does come with 125 milliliters, so it took me like quite a few months actually. I think I used this for like 5 months. For the winter time, this isn't rich enough, though I have found out that this also comes in a rich formula, but this wasn't my favorite. I know that Simple is called Simple because it's simple skincare, but I feel that this is a little too simple and it wasn't doing enough for my dry, dehydrated, sensitive skin. Usually, that's my issue with sensitive skin products. Usually they are so lightly formulated that it works very well for not aggravating your skin, but at the same time it doesn't do enough to really keep like moisturize my face. So I think that what started with this, combined with this, and the next product I will be talking about, caused my cheeks to actually dry out and become more dehydrated than they have been in a very long time. So the other product that I want to talk about, the last skincare product I have for you, is this hyaluronic acid by The Ordinary. I hear tons of people saying how hyaluronic acid is great if you have dry skin. I don't know what happens to me, but this is the second product that I've used that has hyaluronic acid in it. And I feel it puts too much of a layer on my skin, and it actually doesn't allow anything else to sink into my skin. So while this feels nice, I feel it's too much of a barrier, and it doesn't do enough moisturization for me personally. Again, I don't really have dry skin. I more have like, well, it's dry to normal, you could say, but then it's dehydrated as well. So, and there are very few products actually on the market for dehydrated skin. For dry skin, there are loads, but just dehydrated skin, not that much. I used up shower gel. This is the Spiced Apple shower gel from the Body Shop. It looks like there's still a lot in here, but I actually had this like on like upside down and nothing else would come out. So I apologize if you think there's still stuff in here. I also used up the Virgin Mojito, and I used up the Original Source Skin Quench in the Pineapple Coconut Oil scent. These are nice. They're very basic, but I feel that the scent doesn't linger long enough for me to really appreciate these. But they have nice body washes, and you can get these for like £1 at Superdrug or Boots. Body Shop always feature in these videos. I pretty much exclusively use the Body Shop body care products. Case in point, body butters. I use up two, the Vineyard Peach and the blueberry scent. I love the Vineyard Peach one. It's one of my favorites. I think I still have another blueberry one lying around. I love these fruity scents in like the spring and the summertime, post-summer as well, just to keep that summery feel going a little bit, you could say. And I like the nutty, sort of like warmer, sweeter smells in the winter time. So that's what I'm working on right now. Last category would be hair care products. I used up the Aussie Miracle Beach Waves Texturizing Spray. I think that's what it is. It's a beach spray. It's one of those sea salty kind of sprays. I use this to add a little bit of texture to my hair, give it a little bit more volume, and it works really well for that. This is the Bumble and Bumble Don't Blow It Air Styler, and this is a really nice product if you want to make sure your wavy or, well, curly hair, I think too, but it's mainly for waves. If you have naturally wavy hair, to sort of make sure that they stay put, and it sort of helps your hair to air dry in a much nicer look than it would naturally do. I really like this. This is my first full-size bottle, but I have a couple of like the half sizes. I find that I can do very, very long with a product like this because you only need a little bit of this, and I only use it in the ends of my hair. So this took me like a year or a year and a half to use up, but this is one of my go-to hair care products. So I also want to feature this. This is the Avocado Oil Conditioner by Loving Blends by Garnier. I like this line. It's not as nourishing as the Aussie one that I love and prefer. So I still like this, but I just got it on offer. As of this year, there will be very few shampoo containers in my empties anymore because I've been buying the Lush shampoo bars and I'm in love. I used up Scenic twice, I think, last year, and I used up Honey I Wash My Hair. So those are empties, but I can't show you anything because it comes in a paper wrapper and then I put it in a tin and then it's like gone. So I can't really show you that. But I have used up a Lush shampoo bar in Honey I Wash My Hair in the past 4 months. And then last but not least, dry shampoo. I've been washing my hair less, which is why I prefer the shampoo bars by Lush because they're a little bit fat. Like they're a bit of a fuss to use if you wash your hair every single day. But I've been only washing my hair once, maybe twice a week in the past almost a year now because I've been trying to let my hair grow out and I have pretty dry hair. I've got dry skin, dry hair, dry nails, dry everything. So I've been really wanting to make sure to maintain my hair in a good condition. And I felt that washing it less makes it look a whole lot better than washing it every other day, what I was using before. But it does mean I go through quite a lot of dry shampoo now because you don't want it to look greasy, of course. So this is the Got to Be Dry Shampoo Volume Edition. I didn't really like this very much. I went through it quite quickly and I just bought this because this was the only one that they had at my drugstore and it was an offer, so that's why I got that. But my favorite one is the Collab and then the Flamingo one, the Paradise fragrance. This is my favorite because since I have quite dry hair, most dry shampoo, apart from just making it look greasy, it makes it look very dry and frizzy. And I feel that this volumizes my hair, adds texture, anti-grease, smells nice without the very sort of like very dry look of my hair. I still use a bit of hair oil to smooth it out a little bit when I do use dry shampoo, but the collab ones I'm looking to repurchase again but I have to go to a special drugstore that isn't close to my house, but very near still, but they don't sell this everywhere. So that's why I need to go to a special shop to buy these. And those are all of my empty products that I have for you. These are all of the things I used up towards the end of 2018. So now we have a fresh start in 2019. I hope you very much liked watching this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. You know what to do. I very much appreciate it if you could do that for me because it helps getting my videos out there. And if you would like to see more content by me, then please subscribe to my channel. I make videos 3 times a week on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So I hope to see you in my next video, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!